Okay, so today we are going to be learning about some of the creations that Todd and Clint make at their business. I'm excited. All right, so it says Todd and Clint's first task is to create a mobile home for a customer called Carney Joe.
Interesting name.
Yeah, it makes me think he has an interesting job probably. Yeah. So what is a mobile home? Well, mobile here is an adjective, and if something is mobile, that means it can move around or it can be moved around by people. So since most homes, when you build them in one place and they have to stay where they're built. But a mobile home is unique because it can be moved from place to place. Other mobile things you might hear about include mobile phones, which almost everybody has one.
Yep.
Mobile Wi-Fi hotspots, or even mobile clinics, medical clinics that move around to give people medical care.
I know for sure in Taiwan they have those buses where you can go give blood.
Oh yeah,
so,
definitely. That's a good example.
Those buses, they can move around the city. We could call them a mobile blood donation clinic.
Yeah. So here's an example sentence. When mobile phones became popular, people could suddenly talk to each other anytime and anywhere they wanted.
Ah, perfect.
Yeah.
Here's another interesting note about mobile. Mobile can also be pronounced mobile. It depends where you're from, but both pronunciations are okay. So if you pronounce it one way, don't worry about that too much.
It's one of those unique words.
Yeah. All right, so they are going to build a mobile home for Carney Joe. Now, Joe has an idea of what he wants, and he says here in the article, Joe wants something special. So Todd and Clint come up with a wild idea.
Wild, that sounds pretty interesting.
Okay, our adjective wild in that sentence can have a couple of different meanings, but here in the article, wild is another way of saying that something is enjoyable or exciting or unusual. Now, they don't just want to make any kind of mobile home. They want it to be the best kind of mobile home for living in Alaska. So they kind of have this crazy idea. It's another way of saying maybe something is crazy because it's really cool or interesting. All right, now this idea might be quite interesting for those who don't live in Alaska, so be tuned to hear all about it when we come back. But before we do, here's an example sentence. I have a wild idea. Let's fly to Hong Kong this weekend, just for fun. Okay, Kat, they've got this wild, kind of crazy idea.
I'm curious to hear what it is.
Yeah, let's find out.
Yep. Okay, so it says they place the body of an old plane on top of a pair of skis.
Okay.
Yeah, that is pretty interesting.
Of an old plane on top of a pair of skis. I think I'd live in it.
I think I would too,
Yeah.
if it's a big enough plane.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So what are skis?
That's a good question. Skis are, well, ski is a noun, I'll call it be a verb, but we're talking about the noun right now. This really is a wild idea because skis normally attach to your feet. They are long, thin boards that let you slide on top of the snow. Maybe if you've been to some place colder like Japan or Canada, you might have gone skiing before. Skiing is a very popular sport in areas with mountains and cold temperatures. It's also a really great way to get around if you live in a place with lots of snow, like Alaska.
Right.
Yeah, Erin knows how to ski.
I know how to ski. All right.
So, in this case, the men's idea is to put an old plane on skis so it can slide on the snow.
Okay,
Pretty
so
smart.
You've got an old plane. That's obviously a cool piece of junk. You got some old skis. You can just pull it along behind you, I guess.
Perfect.
All right. Okay, so what do they do to make the home inside the plane nice? It says here, next, they put blankets, pillows, and a heater inside to make it warm.
That sounds great.
It sounds really cozy. Okay, well, one of my favorite things in the world is a blanket, a nice thick blanket. So blanket is a noun and it's a cover that you put on your bed. Now at night, you sleep under a blanket to stay warm. Now in Taiwan, in the summer, you might want to use a very small blanket. We would say a thin blanket because you might get too hot. Now in Canada, in the winter, you want a very thick blanket to keep you warm because it might be really cold outside.
Yeah.
Now here's an example. The mother pulled the blanket over her son while he was sleeping.
Very nice, Mom. Yeah.
So we got blankets, pillows, a heater inside. Does he like it?
I think he probably will.
Okay.
Seeing the final product, Joe is thrilled to death.
Okay.
Did he die?
No, he didn't. All right. Well, we are going to look at what this what this phrase means. Thrilled to death or thrilled to pieces or thrilled to bits. So let's do that now.